to John Lane. He's a college professor. I am not. I will read my presentation to you. Okay, whenever you're... Go. We had a wardrobe malfunction. All right, let's go, okay? The building to your far right is the first library of Spartanburg. If we were walking out of Abbey's Grill and we stopped and looked to our right, this is what we would see, a bustling downtown. In 1885, Helen Sue Stevens Kennedy donated her husband's books to open the Kennedy Library. In 1903, Andrew Carnegie donated the funds to build a new library for Spartanburg, one of only a few Carnegie libraries that did not carry the Carnegie name. Instead, the library became the Kennedy Free Library. In 1961, the Pine Street Library opened, and the Jaycees won a national award for their effort to raise funds for Spartanburg's new library. Today, the Spartanburg County Public Library has 10 branch libraries, the County Law Library, a bookmobile, and we provide home delivery to those who are unable to leave their homes. We check out over 1.7 million items a year, and we offer the largest e-book and downloadable book collection in the state. In 1997, a $14.6 million headquarters library was built. The library perpetrated the name of Dr. Kennedy by designating the local history room the Kennedy Room, with very traditional services and historical information, local history, the focus for the remainder of this talk. We are the enemy. In 1985, the New York Times acquired the Spartanburg Herald-Journal. And on 8th Avenue in New York City, an utterly brilliant management decision was made to provide long-term storage of 7 filing cabinets of over 30,000 photographic negatives here in the Welford landfill. Images of Spartanburg's people and places never to be seen again. It is this image, as we face the transition from paper to digital, that haunts me, and the library has positioned itself to respond. We have crawled through attics and under houses in an effort to secure Spartanburg's past. Postcards. We have accessed a collection of over 1,500 postcards from the late 1800s to date. We have scanned the fronts and backs of each card, transcribed the messages, and meticulously cataloged all data so that the user may focus their research. This card of a young boy talks about the troubles with typhoid. Photographs from the Alfred and Bob Willis collection, a gift of the Herald-Journal. These 450 photographs show a variety of events from our community. Weddings at Camp Croft, the first flight into the downtown airport, and the Charles Lindbergh Parade. This gift is the Herald-Journal's attempt to make good on past sins. We have acquired 3 significant collections from soldiers or their relatives of photographs from life at Camp Wadsworth or Camp Croft. Here you see from the Randy Bradford collection an image of Betty Grable and Al Jolson, who were visiting Camp Croft through the USO program. Grable at a soldier's dinner and Jolson at the train depot. This is a stereotype, 2 identical images side by side. When looked at through a viewer, the image is 3-dimensional. These are views from the Packlet River flood of 1903 that ravaged Clifton. Our staff is scanning these images so that the viewer may see the image as intended in 3 dimensions. I love this collection. 1,000 hours of Bill Drake, Spartanburg's local radio personality. For over 35 years, Bill recorded and selected interviews. We transferred these from analog to digital and transcribed them into print. Interviews with some of Spartanburg's most interesting people include NASCAR's Bud Moore, a driver, an owner, and a soldier who stepped on the coast of France on D-Day. His interview tells of facing down the Germans as the Allied troops invade France. I left too many friends of mine over there. You know, war is war and war's hell. I'll put it that way. A lot of people just don't realize how bad it can be. Interviews include Jerry Richardson, Wofford graduate and the owner of the first Hardee's franchise. He tells the stories of the challenges of bringing an NFL franchise to the Carolinas. And also Joe McCracken, an educational visionary, discusses the future of public education and Spartanburg District 7's role in preparing our community's young people. In December 2009, prior to losing her battle with cancer, Janet White gave all rights to the B&B photographic collection to the library. In memory of her late husband Tommy, this is the White family's legacy. 30,000 negatives from 1945 to 2008. Aerial photos, community events, landmarks, and yes, hundreds of weddings. For 65 years, the Spartanburg Little Theater has entertained thousands and launched countless careers. The B&B photographic collection includes photographs of almost every theater production. Now we are able to join two collections for a better research experience. One of Murphy's greatest laws, no good deed goes unpunished. 7 years ago, nearly 350 architectural drawings of buildings from the surrounding area were headed to the dump. They are now in our possession: schools, private residences, churches. The challenge is relaxing, cleaning, and digitizing this information. For over 100 years, Stribling Gooch Land Surveyors has surveyed every inch of Spartanburg County. Large parcels, including Morgan Square, Walford College, and Lakes Bowen and Blaylock. This information shows transportation routes and primary landholders. The centerpiece of this collection is a 1910 transportation map created in part on bicycle. Staff has created online searchable collections that include photographic images and postcards that are updated regularly. The metadata allows a researcher to focus their search on transportation, agriculture, education, and textiles. Our job is to present these collections in the most user-friendly format. These are our partners. They have committed their expertise, guidance, and commitment to preserving Spartanburg's history. Recently, we added Commerce College to this list. They are providing us with interns who will help sort, evaluate, and organize collections prior to the digitization process. We need your help. Too much of Spartanburg's history is heading to the landfill. We have created an Annex to Archives project. Our staff, led by Steve Smith, will help people evaluate their collections and discuss the best options for their collections. And I have a small flyer I'll have at intermission. This is all of our responsibility. Thank you for this time.